At first, we thank you all for purchasing our esteemed product Berg Electric Tandoor B3 model. With the help of Berg Electric Tandoor, you can cook any dishes without oil. For example, within 1.5 minutes, you can prepare 4 numbers of tandoori rotis without turning upside down. Within 2 minutes, you can make 2 to 3 numbers of stuffed naan without oil. Within 5 minutes, you can make 2 numbers of pizzas. Within 10 minutes, you can make 2 kg of tawa vegetable curry. Within 10 to 15 minutes, you can bake 2 kg of raw potatoes or sweet potatoes without water. Within 5 to 8 minutes, you can make a tray full of veg and non-veg tikkas. Within few seconds, you can roast papad. Within 2 minutes, you can toast 8 bread slices for morning breakfast. Within 10 minutes, you can make a tray full of roasted masala groundnuts. Within 10 to 15 minutes, you can make a tray full of potato french fries without deep frying. For non-vegetarians, within 10 to 15 minutes, you can make 2 kg of tandoori chicken. Within 5 to 7 minutes, you can make a tray full of fish fries. Within 10 minutes, you can make 2 kg of chicken tikka. And within 8 to 10 minutes, you can make a tray full of kebabs. At last, if you want to reheat any cooked dishes, you can reheat also. We are sure that with constant usage of Berg Electric Tandoor, you will discover its many advantages, just the way thousands of users in India has discovered. Thanking you. After bringing out the product from a sealed box of B3 model, you open the wrapper and bring it out the cooking tray out of the tandoor. First of all, you fix the handle on the cooking tray by removing 2 numbers of screws. Now fix the handle and put the screws again from the bottom part of the handle and tight it properly. Now turn the tandoor sideways or upside down and fix the legs on the bottom part of the tandoor. The legs are in 4 numbers. Now put the tandoor on a right direction and fix the connector on the back side of the tandoor where 2 pins are projected, and the top of the connector you have to fix it with the 15 amperes 3-pin plug point, and it will work on single phase. How to prepare the tandoori roti dough? First of all, take 2 bowls full of whole wheat atta. Put 1/4 teaspoon of salt in that and add enough water so that you can prepare a very soft dough. Now the dough is ready. Please check the consistency of the dough. Before putting the tandoori roti on a cooking tray, preheat the tandoor for 10 to 12 minutes. After that, take a portion of dough out of that prepared dough and roll it with the hand, or if it is convenient for you, you can use a wooden roller also. Then place it on the cooking tray. At a time, you can place some 4 numbers of tandoori roti on this tray. After 1.5 minutes, you remove the cooked tray from the tandoor and the roti is ready. Please see that while preparing the dough should be soft enough to prepare very soft tandoori rotis. And now it is ready for serve, and you can apply a little bit of butter if you want. It depends upon individual choice. Now we are going to show you how to make multi-layer paratha. The other name of this paratha is Lachha paratha. For that also you have to use whole wheat atta flour only. Take a portion of kneaded dough and roll it like as you have rolled it for tandoori roti. One teaspoon of oil on the roti, grease it up, put some chili powder, ajwain, salt as per taste, and above that put some dry flour also, and mix everything properly, and then fold the roti like a fan so it forms a multi layers. Close the layers, make it in a round shape, roll it softly, put some coriander leaves on the top of it to give a attractive look on the surface of the paratha, and then roll it again and place it on the tray. Close the tray and cook it for another 1.5 minutes. After 1.5 minutes, remove the tray out of the tandoor and see the multi-layer paratha is ready. You can put little bit of butter if you want on the top of the roti and serve it hot with some dal makhani. If you want to clear the layers, press it and then serve it. Now we are going to make tandoori butter naan. For that, we are going to use maida. Take 2 cups of maida. Put 2 teaspoons of curd and 1/4 teaspoon of salt in that, and knead it with a lukewarm milk, and knead it very soft so that you are able to make delicious soft butter naan. Now the dough is ready. Before taking out a portion of the dough, check the consistency of the dough. It should be very soft. The best thing to check is that the dough is going to stick on your finger. That means the dough is perfect. And now roll it with a roller, or you can roll it with your hand. Before that, you can put some coriander leaves on the top of the dough. And before putting it to the cooking tray, you have to preheat the tandoor for 10 minutes. And after that, you can place the naan on the tray directly without oil. and close the tray and cook it for 1.5 minutes. If you want to check the naan, you can see it from that glass which is installed on the cooking tray. Otherwise, you can remove the tray and check it then also. Remove the tray after 1.5 minutes. See, the butter naan is ready. The butter naan is prepared from both the side, top as well as bottom. Now you can apply butter on the top of it and serve it hot with some curd raitas. Now, with the help of same maida dough of same consistency, you can prepare very good stuffed kulchas. For that, also you have to take a portion of maida dough, make it a cup shape and put some masala. Now we are going to put some potato mixed masala. In that we have mixed all the masala as per taste, and then we close it from the top. We roll it again, make it a ball shape, apply some fat application on the top of the roll so that we can put the coriander leaves easily, and press it from all the side uniformly so that the potato masala are spread inside properly. You can roll it with the hand, otherwise you can use a wooden roller also, and place it on the preheated tandoor directly on the cooking tray without oil, and cook it for 2 minutes without turning the side upside down. If you want to see it from the glass, you can see it from the glass also, and after 2 minutes you open the tray, see the stuffed kulcha is ready. You can apply some butter on the top of it and serve it hot with some mango pickle or plain curd. Now we are going to show you how to prepare the dough for missi roti. This roti is very popular in the northern part of India. We can name it as a masala roti also. For this, we require whole wheat atta, flour, besan, and we have to take 1 cup of besan and 1 cup of wheat flour, then add salt in that as per taste, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, chilli powder as per taste, 1/4 teaspoon of dry mango powder, that is amchur, then add 1 teaspoon of kasturi methi, 1/2 teaspoon of jeera powder, 1/2 teaspoon of dhania powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala, and 2 teaspoon of chopped onion, and 2 teaspoon of green ring chopped onion. Mix everything together and knead it with the water and prepare a very soft dough for making this delicious roti. Now the dough this missi roti is ready. Before that, check the consistency of the atta. It should be quite soft enough. And preheat the tandoor for 10 minutes. And then roll the roti with a roller with a soft hand, so that it gets uniformly rolled from all the side. And then place it on the cooking tray directly and close the tray and cook it for 2 minutes without turning upside down. Remove the tray from Berg electric tandoor. Now see, the missi roti is ready from both the side, top side and bottom side, without turning upside down. Now if you want to add butter on the top of it, you can add butter also. Otherwise you can serve as it is. This is an ideal roti for Sunday breakfast. Now we are going to show you how to make salted coated groundnuts. For that you have to take 2 cups of raw groundnuts, put some water on the top of the groundnuts, mix the water properly, put half teaspoon of salt on it, mix it again. For this recipe, you have to preheat the tandoor for 3 minutes. Then take a piece of thicker gauge of foil paper, fold it from the corners and put it on the cooking tray and place the salted coated groundnuts on the foil paper. Spread it properly and cook it for 2 minutes. After 1.5 minutes, you remove the tray and rotate the sides of the groundnuts so that it gets uniformly browning from the top of it. And again place the tray, close it. After that, you switch it off the tandoor and leave the tray as it is inside the preheated tandoor for 8 to 9 minutes. After 8 to 9 minutes, bring it out the tray and remove all the roasted groundnuts from the foil paper and place it on a serving plate and leave the plate as it is in the room temperature for 5 minutes. As soon as the groundnuts are going to cool down, it will be crispy ones, which you can store it in a airtight container, and while having evening snacks, you can always use it. Now we are going to show you how to roast papad in the tandoor. Take 2-3 pieces of papad out of the wrapper and place it on the tandoor, and you have to keep it as it is for a few seconds. For papad you have to turn the side upside down because it is very thin. And after roasting it for a few seconds, you can bring it out and give any shape, conical or cylindrical. And as soon as it gets cooled down, it will be crispy ones. Now we are going to show you how to do the bread toasting. For that you have to preheat the tandoor for 2 minutes. Open the tray and put the bread slices on the tray directly. You can accommodate some 6 to 8 bread slices on the tray at a time. It depends upon the size of the slices, how big, how small slices are. And cook it for 2 minutes without turning upside down. and close the tray. After 2 minutes, you remove the tray from the tandoor. See, the bread toastings are ready. If you want, you can apply some butter on the top of it or some jam, and you can use for the breakfast or for the evening snacks. Now we are going to make French fries without deep frying. For that, you have to take one big size of potato, wash it, peel it off, and put it on the French fry cutter. If you don't have a French fry cutter, you can cut it with a knife also of a French fry shape. And we are using raw potato for that. And then add salt as per taste, half teaspoon of ajwain, chili powder as per taste. We mix all this together with the French fries. We put 1 teaspoon of corn flour on the top of it and mix it again. Take a piece of aluminum foil paper of a thicker gauge and apply a little bit of oil on the foil paper so that potato French fry does not get stuck on that. Preheat the tandoor for 5 to 7 minutes. After that, you can put the French fries on the foil paper and spread it uniformly. And close the tray. Along with this, if you want, you can bake potatoes also. Raw potato as it is, without removing the skin, you can keep it the side of the French fries. Both the things are going to get cooked within 10 minutes. After 7 to 8 minutes, remove the tray and replace the French fries from its original place little bit so that it gets uniformly browning, and close it for 2 to 3 minutes. Open the tray after 10 minutes. See, the French fries are ready. Even the potatoes are baked thoroughly. So these potatoes, you can remove the skin, cut into pieces, put some chaat masala and fresh lemon, and you can use for potato chaat. And on French fries, you can sprinkle some chaat masala and you can serve it with some mint chutney. Now we are going to show you some brinjals recipes. With the smaller brinjals, we are going to give 4 cut from the center portion of the brinjal. With this brinjal, we are going to make some stuffed brinjals by adding some dry masala powder in that. We are going to put 1 teaspoon of oil on the brinjal, 1/4 teaspoon of salt as per taste, 1/4 teaspoon of dry mango powder, that is amchur, chili powder as per taste, garam masala 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1/2 teaspoon of dhania powder, 1/2 teaspoon of jeera powder, and 1/2 teaspoon of garam masala. Mix these masala properly, and while mixing, try to put this masala mixture inside the brinjals also, so that it gets marinated properly. Sprinkle some besan on the top of it so that it gives a crust surface on the brinjals, and mix it together again. For making bangan bharta, you have to take one big size of brinjal, cut in between. As the brinjal are of bigger size and the opening of the tandoor is small, so the whole brinjal won't go inside the tray as it is. And while cutting into two pieces, the roasting is also done in a proper way. Now you have to take a portion of foil paper, fold it from the corners, place it on the preheated tandoor tray, place the brinjals for making bharta, white portion down and black on the top, and take another piece of foil paper, put the marinated stuffed brinjals, smaller one, and cover the foil paper completely from all the sides, and place it on the cooking tray. This is the best part of our product, that at a time, if you want to make 2-3 recipes together, you can prepare, because the required temperature are same for all the products, timings are different. Now we are going to close the tray for 10 to 12 minutes. Both the products are going to get ready within that time. After 10 minutes, you have to switch it off the tandoor, and after 5 minutes you can remove the tray. Now see, the brinjals are got roasted for making delicious bharta. You can remove it from the foil paper, and stuffed brinjals are also got ready. Open the wrapper, remove these things from the foil paper, and put some coriander leaves on the top of it. And you can serve this stuffed brinjal with multi-layer parathas or butter naan. Now we are going to make pizzas. For that, after removing the pizza base from the wrapper, we have to place it on the cooking tray, and we are going to make some bread pizzas also for toasting purpose. Initially you have to cook it for 2 minutes. After toasting for 2 minutes, open the tray, remove the toasted pizza base and toasted bread slice. Now we are going to put tomato sauce on the pizza base and spread it uniformly with the help of the teaspoon. And then we are going to put some chopped onion, chopped tomato pieces, and chopped capsicum. Spread it uniformly on the pizza base, and on the top of it we are going to add on the grated mozzarella pizza cheese. To get a better result, always use mozzarella cheese. Now we are going to put a layer of sauce surrounding the pizza base. Now we are going to do the topping of bread slice with the same procedure by putting tomato sauce initially. We will spread the tomato sauce on the bread slices uniformly and put all the grated vegetable, capsicum, onion and tomato. These vegetables also we are going to spread it on the slice and then add on grated mozzarella cheese. With the similar method you can make non-veg pizzas also. Instead of all grated vegetable or chopped vegetable, you can put some grated chicken pieces or cooked keema, so that you can make very good delicious non-veg pizzas. Now before placing the pizza on the tray, cut a piece of foil paper and put the pizzas on the foil paper. And close the tray and cook it for 3 to 4 minutes. Before that, you have to preheat the tandoor for 2 minutes if you are planning to make only pizza that day. After 3 minutes, remove the tray from the tandoor. See, both the pizzas are ready. Bread pizzas as well as regular pizza. Because these bread pizzas are very, very handy when you don't have a pizza base at your place. And to give a better look, you can garnish the pizza base from the top. Now we are going to show you how to make paneer tikka. From the paneer block, we have taken a slice of paneer. Then we cut into pieces. And put it on a separate bowl. In that, add half teaspoon of ginger garlic paste as per quantity of the paneer. As the paneer quantity is small, add quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder. Add the salt as per taste. Quarter teaspoon of ajwain and chili powder also as per taste. Mix all this masala along with the paneer pieces. Marinate it properly. As the marination is little bit soft, you can add some corn flour on the top of it, so that you can make very good crispy paneer tikka. For making paneer tikka, preheat the tandoor for 5 minutes. Leave the tray half open and take a piece of foil paper of the thicker gauge. Put 1 teaspoon of oil on the foil paper. Grease the surface of the foil paper so that the paneer tikka does not get stuck on the foil paper. Now place all the paneer pieces on the foil paper and close the tray and cook it for 4 to 5 minutes. After 1 minute, you can remove the tray, put some cut capsicum, onion, tomato slices and close the tray. After 2 to 3 minutes, you have to open the tray and rotate the sides of paneer tikka so that it gets uniform browning, and close it again. After 5 minutes, you remove the tray out of the tandoor and put the foil paper on the serving plate and remove all the cooked paneer tikka from the foil paper. Sprinkle some few drops of fresh lemon juice and add some chaat masala on it. And now serve it with some tomato sauce. Now we are going to prepare tandoori chicken. For tandoori chicken, you can take a full size of chicken and cut it into 8 pieces portion wise. Otherwise, you can make very good tandoor chicken with the leg pieces also. Now we are going to make tandoor chicken with the help of the leg pieces. And before marinating the chicken, you have to put a deep cut on all the pieces so that the marination is properly done. After cutting it, you add salt on the chicken pieces as per taste. Put 1 teaspoon of chicken tandoori masala, 1 teaspoon of garam masala, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, half teaspoon of dhania powder, half teaspoon of jeera powder, half teaspoon of chilli powder, 1 full teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, and marinate the chicken with all these masalas. And while mixing these masalas, try to put the masalas inside the chicken pieces where you put the deep cut to give a better look. You can add some food color also on the top of it. Mix it together and keep it aside for at least 30 minutes for proper marination. You can add 1 teaspoon of oil and mix it properly, or rather rub the pieces with the oil and add some corn flour on the top of it. If you don't have a corn flour at your place, you can take help of the besan also. This corn flour is going to give a tandoori look on the pieces. before preparing tandoori chicken, preheat the tandoor for 5 to 7 minutes. Take a piece of foil paper of thicker gauge, fold it from the corners so that you can accommodate the foil paper easily on the cooking tray. Put 1 teaspoon of oil on the foil paper. Grease the surface of the foil paper uniformly. And then place this foil paper on the cooking tray. And on that, put the marinated leg pieces on the foil paper. Don't cover it from the top with the foil paper. And close the tray of the tandoor and cook it for 10 to 12 minutes. After 5 minutes, you remove the tray from the tandoor and do the little bit of brushing on the surface of the chicken pieces with butter, ghee or oil, so that the chicken pieces get thoroughly cooked from inside. After brushing, close the tray again. After 7 to 8 minutes, remove the tray again and rotate the chicken pieces upside down so that it gives a proper browning effect from all the sides. Again close the tray of the tandoor. After 10 to 12 minutes, remove the tray and check it with a metallic rod. It is cooked. Now remove this tandoori leg pieces from the foil paper on a serving plate and put some chaat masala on the top of the pieces. And add few drops of lemon on it. As now we are going to add some lemon on the top of it. We are adding chaat masalas also, and put some coriander leaf, fresh ones, properly chopped, and serve it with a ring onions. And if you have some ready pudina chutney, you can put that also. Now we are going to make tandoori fish fry in our tandoor. Take few pieces of fish. After washing, put some salt on that. Then put half teaspoon of tandoori masala, half teaspoon of garam masala, half teaspoon of jeera powder, chili powder as per taste. Put 1 full teaspoon of ginger garlic paste. Add little bit of food color in that. Mix everything properly on the surface of the fish and marinate it and keep it aside for at least 15 to 20 minutes before cooking. Now see, the fish is properly marinated. After that, take a piece of a thick foil paper and put 1.5 teaspoon of oil on the surface of the foil paper and grease it properly. Preheat the tandoor for 3 to 4 minutes and then place this greased foil paper on the cooking tray, and above that place the marinated fish for making delicious fish fry without deep frying. Close the tray and cook it for 5 to 7 minutes. After 5 to 7 minutes, remove the tray from the tandoor. The fish fry is ready for serve. Remove all the fish pieces from the foil paper and serve it hot with few drops of fresh lemon and chaat masala. For making kebab, you have to take 250 gram of minced meat, non-fat, and mix little bit of salt in that as per taste, half teaspoon of tandoori masala, chilli powder as per taste, garam masala, quarter teaspoon of dhania powder and quarter teaspoon of jeera powder. Add some food color in that. Mix all these things together and form a dough. After forming like a dough, put half teaspoon of ginger garlic paste, 1 full teaspoon of corn flour and mix it again. Apply a little bit of oil on the surface of kebab mixture. Now we are going to make kebab rolls. For that, sprinkle some corn flour on the platform and take a portion of keema and roll it uniformly with the soft hand. For preparing kebab, you have to preheat the tandoor for 2 to 3 minutes. Take a foil paper and put 1 teaspoon of oil on the foil paper. Grease the surface and put it on the cooking tray. Place the kebabs on the foil paper as shown in the picture. And close the tray and cook it for 7 to 8 minutes. After 7 to 8 minutes, open the tray, bring it out from the tandoor. See, the kebabs are ready for use. Remove it from the foil paper and put it on a serving plate. Sprinkle some chaat masala on the top of it and serve it with the ring onion along with some pudina chutney.